Hello everyone, it's Pablo from Spain, but living in Bali recently, about 1 year ago. I am a member of Tiger Foundation, and by accident I am the founder of this Bali2Komodo charity rally, more than 13,000 kilometers away from home. Made me tremendously happy to see 28 friends, members of Tigers Foundation, coming from Spain to Bali for such a very good purpose. Actually, it was something unique. It was probably the first and the last time ever that I could be the host of this yearly charity rally. I was very happy and very proud to be able to offer them this chance. I had been preparing this rally for a few months. I have been taking care of any small details. I didn't want to fail. So I was kind of nervous. I was happy because everyone was there, but I was suffering just to be sure that the hostess were putting the right lanyard in the neck of the riders. I was also nervous about the bus. I didn't want to be late after almost 24 hours of trip by plane. It was a great happiness, but also a great responsibility from my side. We have a lot of staff waiting in the villa for us. We had some traditional Balinese dancer waiting at the door of the villa to perform a traditional dance, welcome dance. We have also some music band who was going to perform a concert during the night. And I have to be coordinating like 20-25 people. So I feel that I was there, but at the same time I was thinking in many other things. I was totally aware about how many things could go wrong. People coming from Europe, from the first world, is not aware about what is going on in emerging countries. Here, the regulations, the laws are not like we expect to be. Actually, they are not writing. You need to figure it out during the way. So I know it was going to be difficult for them to understand any problem that they could not even imagine, because normally in first world everything is going according to the schedule. But here I'm sure we were going to be facing challenges every hour, every minute of the day. But anyway, I just tried to practice mindfulness. It was not the right time to be worried about anything. It was time to enjoy, time to celebrate. So we just decided to enjoy. I forgot about any possible headache during the next week, during the next days. So we had a very, very good time, and we made party almost till morning, almost till the time of collecting the bikes. The opening party, the ceremony was very nice. People was really emotional. We prepared a customized helmet with the name of each pilot, and they were really happy to see their names. We delivered one by one. We were clapping to everyone individually. The hostess were putting the helmet on the head of each rider, and because I knew all of them and I knew about their history, and I gave some nice words about everyone. Was so nice. Really, from the first minute, from the first day, we became a family, a team, and that happened because we were in the right place at the right time. After just 1 or 2 hours of sleep, with a big hangover, but very happy to know what's going to be happening during the next days. So we start riding our bikes. Was kind of chaotic. Go out of Denpasar, full of traffic. People in Europe is not aware about this kind of way of driving bikes and car. There are no lanes, there are no regulations. It is just the jungle. You need to survive by your own means.
we have one road captain with 5 people, another road captain with 5, another one, and me. Okay. After in Sumbawa, it's we can do it. But I don't want to have any problem with the police, because if we have a problem with the police, we lose all the day. After, about the speed, is respect 70, 80 maximum, but you will see the traffic will not be a problem.
Y el cámara con su moto, iremos real. Me subió a 90-100 para arriba.
Ya, esta no, a llevar 80 conmigo esta moto, por eso me lanzo a veces ahí, o sea, de alto, porque con esto no te da cuenta.
Para arriba es una barbaridad,
Yes, sir, I can pay you right now. ¿Ha llegado Orero, Vigo? Orero.
So we stopped in Batur volcano. They have a very nice hot spring in the same caldera of the volcano, and I prepared some surprises for them, like having a very nice massage just on the water and having a very nice meal of fish. But gladly I prepared a very nice first stop, very nice waypoint for them, because I knew they were going to be very tired because of the previous day party and the previous day long flight. Actually, was a very good decision to make this first stop in the hot spring, and everyone was happy to have this kind of relax before the long ride. And so if everyone was happy, I was more than happy, because I feel like my main purpose in this trip was not to enjoy like the previous 5 or 6 years, 5 or 6 rallies we did before. This time was the time for me to take care of people and to be sure that everything was going according to the plan. This time I was the host, I was not just a simple rider, and that's why I try to take care of any detail. And after a relaxing massage and hot spring, we were again in the bikes, riding from Batur to Padang Bay, small fisherman town where the harbor is located. It's the only possible combination to go to Lombok with the motorcycles, because they have a ferry. In south of Bali you can have a speedboat from Sanur, Nusa Dua, but we are not allowed to carry our big bikes in this kind of fast boat. were excited to know that we were abandoned the touristic and well-known Bali on the way to different kind of places, wild, secluded, secret. And we had to cross the Lombok Strait, with many people don't know, but this is one of the main water passages in the world. About 20% of the water from the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean is coming through this very narrow strait.
Selamat pagi, sekarang kita di Pelabuhan Padang sebelum kita nyebrang ke Lombok. Jadi sekarang masih proses menunggu kapal masuk dan registrasi tiket. Ini ada pergantian shift karena kapal nanti jam 9, sekarang masih kurang dari jam 8, jadi ada 15 menit kita nunggu pergantian shift pagi. Hari ini kita akan stay di Lombok. Jadi mungkin perjalanan kurang lebih sekitar 4-5 jam. Setelah itu kita sampai di Lombok, kita lunch, targetnya untuk itu. Terus kita ke arah Senggigi, untuk malam stay di Senggigi. Sebelum kita melakukan perjalanan besok ke arah Rinjani.
The ferry was about 4 hours, so we had time to make a briefing and double check what's going to happen during the next days. We were making sure that all the reservations were done on time. Also, some people was still very tired because of the jet lag. They were sleeping in the boat. We had some lunch. We had a very good time relaxing. The weather is perfect in Indonesia. It was about 27 degrees, and most of the people was outside enjoying the shade, enjoying the sea breeze, enjoying the views. And in 4 hours and a half, we already arrived to a Lembard port in Lombok. We arrived to Lombok like bulls. We went out of the ferry very fast, wishing to check what was available in Lombok for us. And the first impression everyone had, not me because I had been before, but it's a totally different mood. Bali is an Hinduist island and Lombok is totally Muslim. We very fast appreciate that all the women were wearing the hijab, even some of them were wearing a burqa, and it's a huge contrast because in Bali it's everything about the celebration, about happiness, about party, about the freedom, but Lombok was a totally different story. Anyway, the sightseeing, the nature was so nice, so green, so wild, that we have a very good hours of first riding in Lombok. were so anxious to start delivering our charitable gifts and presents to the people. And we could not stop in the schools because we have some people waiting for us in Lombok. But during the road, any family we found, we stop, give some words to them, give them some football balls, give them some school materials, and we enjoy a lot. Even we had time to play football match with some kids. We were in the road in the side of the road. Today we had a very long day. We had to cross Lombok Island from the west to the east coast. We had a very challenging mountain port on the way, and we were ready to enjoy riding the bikes as much as possible. And very soon we start to have the first challenges. The van, which was carrying all the charitable gifts, had a puncture on the tire, but unfortunately we didn't have the right tool. I think the company who ran the van from us changed to some kind of special rims and wheels, but they didn't include the right tool to unassemble the wheels. So we were trying for 2-3 hours, but there was no way to remove the wheel. We tried also to fix it without removing the wheel, but it was not possible. So finally, after fighting a lot, we decided that the motorcycles had to continue the trip, and myself with a couple of guys more, we stayed trying to fix the car while the bikes continue the way to the school in Lombok. But always bad things like this challenge with the car bring good things, and gladly a lot of kids from neighboring places realized that a lot of bule, as they call it in Indonesia, a lot of foreigners were there, and they came to us, so we could deliver a lot of gifts to them. We could play football with them, and we can have a very pleasant and unexpected time. more surprises were coming. A tropical storm approached us, and the rain was terrible. It was like taking a shower for a few hours. We were completely soaked. Gladly, all our equipment, like the backpacks, our duffels, were waterproof, because really it was like going inside the swimming pool. But we enjoy a lot the ride, because we are coming from a very dry country, and also we could not stop because we have more than 200 kids waiting for us in one school in Lombok, so we have to arrive on time, one way or another. We finally arrived to the school, and it was really shocking for us. It really touched our hearts that more than 200 kids were screaming like, "Tigers, tigers, tigers!" And they were really happy. I think probably for them this was the experience of the year. It was probably their most happy day of the year. This kind of moment really remember us what we are doing here. What is the mission of our foundation, to impact other people's lives, to make the difference in their lives. Really, when you have this kind of experience, are so fulfilling that you forget about the money that you spend in the trip. You forget about the fight with your partners, with your family, with your wife, trying to join the trip. But really, when you are there, you enter in mindfulness state, and you just enjoy watching the good things that you are doing to other people. It's really a selfish feeling, because I think we feel even more reward than the people that get the presents.
Nama saya Nanan, saya selaku manajer Bidara Petik. Anak-anak senang sekali karena baru pertama kali ada di Desa Padang Buar ini. Kami berterima kasih kepada Tiger Foundation untuk kegiatan hari ini. Terima kasih telah berdonasi untuk Desa Padang Buar.
And we were again on the way, early morning, 5, wake up, 6, breakfast, 6:30 on the bikes. We had to take the ferry from Pelabuhan Port in Lombok Island to Pototano Port in Sumbawa. The environment was amazing. The water was emerald green, transparent, and the sand was white like coral. The palm trees, coconuts. It was really like being in the Windows wallpaper. We were really enjoying this trip by boat.
Estamos aquí después de 2 días en Lombok, camino de Sumbawa. Allí nos esperan 200 niños a los cuales les vamos a entregar un kit escolar y balones de fútbol. Tenemos muchísimas ganas de descubrir esta isla Nos han dicho que es muy virgen, que hay muchísima naturaleza y vamos a ver qué nos espera en el día de hoy.
We arrived to Sumbawa, and I think the tropical storm was chasing us again. A lot of rain, crazy rain, but again we could not stop. We had another 200 kids waiting for us in a different school in Sumbawa, so we ride as fast as we could under the rain to arrive on time and don't fail to these children.
The ride was very wet, very wet, but and a bit slow, but good, very good. We are enjoying Indonesia. Thank you.
Right. Was good. Funny with the rain, not so bad. Looking for the next one.
We did it again, against all odds. We arrived on time to the school. It was amazing to see such amount of people dressed in traditional clothes. But I think really we were not the most surprised. As most of them said, we were the first white Caucasian people that they have seen in their life. It's amazing how in the 21st century you can still find this kind of situation, this kind of island, this kind of secluded places. We were really in shock. They had prepared for us a very traditional dance. They started to dance from younger to older people in town. We decided to wear the same clothes as they were doing and to try to play the same dance with them. We were dancing, we were having fun, we were sharing with them. It was really very emotive and a nice moment.
hari ini kami sangat berterima kasih khususnya kepada Tiger Foundation yang telah menyelenggarakan acara ini. Anak-anak merasa sangat senang sekali. Kegiatan ini diselenggarakan khususnya di Mima Cafe di Kecamatan Empang, Kabupaten Sumbawa.
Terima kasih Tiger Foundation. Tigre. Terima kasih Tiger Foundation. Tiger. Terima kasih. Tigre.
Hi Tigers, soy Félix Muñoz y soy el primer tigre madrileño. Solo os quiero dar las gracias por poder estar con todos vosotros en esta nueva aventura en Indonesia, donde hemos repartido en un colegio multitud de material, balones de fútbol y hemos comprobado la felicidad de todos los niños. Solo quiero daros las gracias de todo corazón por estar con vosotros en Kenia, por estar con vosotros en Vietnam y poder compartir estos momentos en esta gran familia. Os quiero a todos.
Sumbawa was really the great discovery of the trip. Nobody expected to find such amazing island. It's really underrated, it's unknown, it's a hidden gem. All the landscape look like a wallpaper, so green, so rich of flora and fauna, so many cows, so many horses, walking around everywhere. It's a really rich island. And it was not just about the mountains, about the animals, about the vegetation. It was also about people. They look totally different to the people you can find in Bali who know about the world. It was like if we had taken a time machine and we were 1 century before. We really feel like we were in a documentary of the old history of Sumbawa, not in the year 2023.
Ready for the next trip? Ready. We are enjoying a lot. Yesterday was the nicest day, sharing with the local people. It was wonderful. Thank you, Tiger.
esta es la cuarta etapa, ¿no?
La cuarta etapa, ¿no? Estamos en...
Vamos camino de Bima.
Sumbawa.
Sí, no, Sumbawa es la isla.
Estamos en Sumbawa.
Y vamos camino de Bima.
Dirección Bima, donde cogeremos el barco para ir a Komodo.
A Komodo, efectivamente.
Bueno, pues una experiencia fantástica. Aquí
unos paisajes fabulosos.
Paisajes espectaculares, cada vez nos estamos metiendo más en lo más salvaje.
No podemos evitar pararnos en cada curva a hacernos fotografías. A disfrutarlo.
Me da un morreo ahora que sí.
Claro, venga.
Actually, the name of this island derived from the Sanskrit Samhawa, which is somehow then coming from Shiva, one of the main Indian gods. But in the 13th century, through traders coming from the peninsula, Arabia Peninsula, they spread the Islam, and it's the main religion of the country now. Actually, it was a trip of contrast, because we start in Bali, where the religion is the Hinduist, and then we go through Lombok and Sumbawa, which are really Islamic, and then we end up in Flores, which is a Christian. So it was like 3 countries, more than one.
Cuéntale lo bien que te lo has pasado.
Bueno, pues aquí hemos llegado al Hotel Marina después de un largo recorrido y, vamos, más bien duro recorrido. Así que nada, ahora vamos a cambiarnos de ropa y a la playita.
Ok, amigos, ya hemos acabado la jornada. Exactamente, hemos hecho, a ver, que la ruta, estoy grabando. Si esto no nos engaña, mira, 221 kilómetros y 5 horas y 44 minutos. Una ruta.
We arrived to the east corner of Sumbawa. We were there in the port, safe and sound, just some small challenges and accidents, but nothing serious. We were happy. We have concluded the first part of our trip. We reached our goals. We deliver help and support to more than 600 children in 4 different islands. Really, it was time to celebrate. And we decided it was time for some self-indulgence. We decided to rent a huge sailing boat called Finisi. This is the traditional Indonesian boat. And we decided to ship our bikes back to Bali by cargo container. It was really very long way, 8-9 hours ferry from Sumbawa to Flores, and we will miss all the amazing KOMODO National Park. So we decided to change the plan, hire this huge boat for us, and send the bikes back to Bali. It was no doubt a great decision. I think the trip had not been the same if we miss this archipelago. It's really something unbelievable. I have been in many islands that are supposed to be the best and most famous in the world, like Seychelles, Maldives, Bora Bora, but it was 5 times better. Nobody else, just for us. It was like a secret gem. When we arrived to this boat or huge yacht, we were so happy. We had our own DJ, we have our music, we have a lot of beer, we have a lot of food. We were like teenagers in one study trip. We really cannot control ourselves. We were jumping from the boat to the water for 24 hours in a row. We were really in a very magic moment. We were there in the middle of the ocean, in one of the most beautiful archipelagos in the world. We were watching volcanoes in the near island. We were sailing with our family, our music, we had everything we need. We were really present at that time. I think everyone forgot about their problems, about any other issues, and we were totally focusing what we were doing there and rewarding ourselves. The night was amazing. We were anchored in the middle of nowhere. We had a full moon. We had a very nice, let's say, rooftop in the boat, like 200 square meters. All of us were there with mattress. Almost everyone, even if we had individual rooms in the boat, almost everyone slept outside in the top, watching the stars. The stars, I don't remember more stars in my life. The sky was more light than dark. It was like different sky from the one you see when you are in the city. We really have a magic night. And next morning we start our island hopping tour. We visit some of the most beautiful places in the world. We visit Padar Island, it's unbelievable. We went to Pink Beach. There are just like 10 or 12 pink beaches in the world, and Indonesia has 3 of them. It is because the red coral mixed with the white reef. It's unbelievable. And we also had the chance to meet the last dragon and dinosaurs in Earth, the Komodo dragon. We were shocked to see the size. To be honest, they didn't look so dangerous as they said, but they were so big and so interesting. It's something unique. You can do it just in Komodo Island.
Okay, good afternoon. So now you are in Komodo Island, specialist of Liang, hosted by local language, Lois Minpe. Okay, welcome everybody.
Bueno, después de la experiencia que hemos vivido allí en la playa, hemos estado nadando unos peces espectaculares en la playa Rosa, una de las 10 playas que hay en todo el mundo. Y bueno, y ahora hemos llegado a esta isla que vamos a ver el dragón de Komodo. Vamos, entonces a ver qué es lo que pasa, vamos a disfrutarlo, esperamos que no nos muerda. Y con esto y un bizcocho, hasta la próxima isla, la 8.
Our trip arrived to the end. After 9 days, we were again in the airport of Labuan Bajo, taking our flights back to Bali. We were staring through the windows and checking the trip that we had done during the last days. We were doing it just in 1.5 hours. It's unbelievable how things change when you are there in this dirt road, challenging with your bike, and when you are flying over this. I really don't know how people could handle to live without planes just a few years ago. Finally arrived to Bali. We have our hostess waiting for us at the airport to place the finisher medal in our necks. Everyone was so excited. It was actually a surprise. Nobody knew that we had prepared the medals, and they were wearing the medals so proud that people were wearing this medal, I think, until they arrived to Spain. They didn't remove it during the next hours, during the next day. It was really like some symbol of success. We arrived to our villa again, and we prepared another ceremony. We deliver a survival certificate to all the tigers who complete this adventure, this challenge. We gave again another nice words to them, recognizing their achievements during the trip. We even gave some kind of award to the most cooperative people, to the guy who was helping more the other part of the team, the person who woke up earlier in the morning and was pushing everyone to leave on time. And we had a really nice time. And then we went to Beach Club to make the last celebration before their flight. So that's all. This is the summary of our experience in Indonesia, in Bali2Komodo Challenge. It's difficult to explain with words. You cannot concentrate so many feelings, so many experiences, so many places in 1 hour. But it is just some hint of what we live here. It will remain in our memory, in our hearts forever. I think these kind of experiences are the best asset that you can collect in your life. Collect material, physical things give a lot of headaches, a lot of problems. But collect this kind of experiences is really, they are very light, they are very rich, they are very worth. So I for sure, I encourage everyone in the world to have this kind of once in a lifetime experiences. And the most important thing, we can be really proud of ourselves because thanks to this trip, more than 600 children probably and hopefully we have a different future, and we plan to continue doing the same activities every year, and we will not stop. We are unstoppable and we will keep doing this charity rally for many years.